Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's doing good. If this is your first time here, then welcome. We're going to be diving into part one of a two-part video where I am going to be thoroughly exploring one of the brands that I was most excited to try this year, and that is Curly Proverbz. You guys know that I've been absolutely obsessed with this brand, primarily for the purpose of coloring my hair. As I've mentioned in lots of videos at this point, my grays have been coming in fast and furious, and my grays are not really even gray, they are snow white, so they stand out very much against my naturally very dark hair. So part one of this video is going to be focusing on the Henna and Aloe mask. I have tried it two different ways, the ways that they recommend using it. On the back of the packaging, it says that they recommend using it the first time mixed with a moisturizing deep conditioner, which is what I did. And then the second method is combining the powder with a liquid to create its own mask. You can do water, you can do aloe vera juice, coconut milk, kind of whatever floats your boat. So I'm gonna be doing a thorough demo into both of those methods. So the next Curly Proverbz video will be focusing all about the Henna Pro Strength powder. And this is the one that I'm really gonna be looking at for the coloring capabilities. Just like the Henna and Aloe mask, the Pro Strength powder is supposed to be incredibly high quality henna. So in addition to the color payoff for these grays, I'm also looking forward to all the other deliciousness that the henna is supposed to provide to my hair. I'm looking for strength, shine, softness, manageability. I've read the reviews so many times on her website that I'm really excited. So before we get into our deep dive with the Henna and Aloe mask, I wanna thank our sponsor of today's video, Ana Luisa Jewelry. Ana Luisa is a New York-based sustainable luxury jewelry line. They're focused on not only bringing affordable, high-quality jewelry to everyone, but also making sure that they take care of the environment in the process of doing so. They achieved their goal of being 100% carbon neutral last year in 2020, which is huge. They also are very conscious about their water usage. If you've joined me for any of my live videos, you guys know that recycling and the environment is really important to me. I had my little recycling club in second grade. The packaging is also very eco-friendly with recycling in mind. They come in these cute little cotton pouches, which are awesome for traveling. So let's get into the fun stuff of the pieces that I have. These little silver beauties are the Nicole earrings. They're little hoops with a silver key charm there. And if you can see right here, it has 11 on the back of the key, which is really special for me because my birthday's in November, so I'm an 11 baby. And also one of my closest friends is named Nicole, so these earrings are very special to me. They're very lightweight and they're impactful enough where you can wear them by themselves, or you can do a cute little stackable ear. I'm filming this smack dab in the middle of October, so we are way past the end of summer. We are thoroughly into fall. Half my wardrobe is black, so pieces like this that stand out, I just love it. I don't know if you guys have noticed in my other videos, but I do collect jewelry and clothing and some stuff in my house even that's like very celestial inspired. These are the Celeste Huggies, which are these really cute star and crescent moon mismatched earrings. They're gold hoops that are encrusted with little gemstones. There's some little gems in the center of the star right here, and they're very dainty, so just like the Nicole's, they would pair well with like a nice curated ear with several different piercings, or if you wanted to wear them by themselves, subtle, but that star and moon just makes it a little extra special. Ana Luisa has also cut out the middleman, so their pieces start at $39. I definitely recommend checking them out. In addition to hair products, I also am a big jewelry collector, and I've been very impressed with Ana Luisa. You can get 10% off your order by using my code AshkinsCurls10. Thanks again to Ana Luisa, and let's jump into the video. My main goal is to cover these grays that have just really been shining bright lately. They are coming in even faster, even more, especially at the front here, and they are so stark white that they really stand out against my hair, since my hair is naturally so dark. So with henna, it dyes your hair like a coppery color, and I like that. I like that whole auburn type of vibe. I had a similar hair color the last time I had permanent hair color, but if you don't want that kind of bright orangish warm tone, you can mix it with indigo to give it more of a dark brown color. So there are tons of different videos on that, but as far as the natural color that henna can give you, bring it. I'm so here for it. And even though this particular one that I'm going to be using today is not just 100% pure henna like the Pro Strength, I read all the reviews on this on her website, and people even got like a little golden tint to their grays, so I'm here for that as well. I'm just gonna keep it super simple since this is my first time, and mix it with some warm water that I have here. Combine the water in a bowl with probably I'm gonna go for a tablespoon of product. It says start with a teaspoon, but you guys know I have a lot of hair and I want to make sure that I have an adequate amount of this mixed in with my deep conditioner. So I'm gonna add a scoop of this and just a little bit of water to get like that paste consistency, and then enough of my Eco Slay banana cream deep conditioner to cover my entire head, mix it all together. Now this next step is just me being kind of like extra, but I want to give the powder and the deep conditioner time to like kind of develop. I want that henna that is in the mask here to have a little bit time to kind of like get to know the deep conditioner, let the benefits develop, kind of like how you let henna develop for overnight, a few hours. So I'm going to put some cling wrap on my mixture here, and while I am detangling this redonkulously tangled hair, this is not going to be a good time today, guys, but while I am detangling my hair and cleansing, I'm going to just let that chill, hang out in the bowl, and that'll be maybe like 2 hours or so. I think that'll be enough time to kind of let the benefits develop, as you will. I have such high hopes for this product. The reviews on her website, you guys, people talk about their hair being transformed, their ends no longer being crunchy, those who've suffered from like dry ends for years and years despite being on regular trimming schedules. It's supposed to make your hair more manageable, softer, shinier, stronger, just overall like your hair's supposed to be freaking awesome. This is the first time that I've opened the product. Here's a little peek of it right in here. It smells better than other henna that I've tried in the past. Henna has a very distinct smell, and I can tell that the powder is very, very fine, so I think that it'll mix perfectly in with my product. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my little mixture together. My hair is next level levels of dryness and tangles. Like, y'all, I can't even adequately show you how bad it is. So this whole prep process is gonna suck until I get to the actual mixture. But people who have used this as a mask say that the slip on it is on just like level 2000, so I need that desperately in my life. But to even be able to get there, I am going to have to first prep my hair by detangling it. If you haven't seen my detangling routine, I have a very in-depth video going into all the nitty-gritty details because it's gonna be a little rough today. So I'm gonna take my tablespoon, just get a nice little scoop right here. I'm gonna try not to drop any of this precious cargo because this stuff is kind of pricey. So here's my tablespoon of powder. So a lot of the reviews have used this product before even detangling their hair because that's how their routine is. They'll wash their hair, apply deep conditioner, then detangle, but I do the kind of opposite. If you guys have seen my videos, I will detangle my hair like just like it is on dry hair. I'll apply my little concoction, shampoo it, then I'll be applying this product just like I would in my regular deep conditioner. So this product I'm going to use in the day, if you guys remember on my community post, this is the product where I posted a review where someone said the results that this gave her were similar to that of a texturizer. It made her curls a lot more manageable. And if you saw my thinking of going back to a texturizer video that I put up this summer, you know that that review really spoke to me. So this is so awkward. Take my little water that I have here, and I don't want to make this too liquidy. I want it to not get uber diluted. So I'm going to fill this tablespoon up to maybe half just to like make a nice little paste here. So close to a tablespoon of water here. So this is what it's looking like so far. See if I need to add any more water, which I probably do. In some reviews, people just added the powder directly to their deep conditioner. They didn't even mix it with water or aloe vera or anything. So you can really tailor it to what you want to do as you're trying the powder out. So you can mix this in with your deep conditioner. You can make a hair tea with it, add it to your shampoo, your leave-ins, pretty much anything you want. So I'm just eyeballing it until I get it to a consistency that I think will blend in best with the deep conditioner. Okay, so this looks pretty paste-like to me. I think it will mix in with the deep conditioner because of those strengthening properties of henna, so you're maintaining a nice protein and moisture balance. So I usually just scoop my deep conditioners out of the jar and apply them to my hair. So it's weird kind of eyeballing it this way because I usually just apply until my hair feels coated. So that looks like it's a good amount right there. So I'm just gonna mix and combine this as best as I can. And if you guys have like a hand mixer or something, I'm sure that would be even better, but I don't have any tools in the kitchen like that. So I'm just doing it with this little plastic spoon, this little plastic bowl. Okay, so I added a little bit more of my deep conditioner. I got worried when I saw how much I was left with and didn't think that I would have enough to cover all of my hair. So I added a little bit more, not as much as I did the first go around, but just enough to give me a little more stretchability to the concoction that I made. And then I also added a little bit more water to help it integrate better. This is what we're looking like so far. So I've just been vigorously spooning this stuff together. So I've already learned a lesson from just a few minutes ago. So if I could go back, I would add a little bit more water to the 1 tablespoon of powder that I added to help it integrate more, because I do have a couple little lumps here. Since I'm an Ayurveda newbie, that's something that I'm going to remember for next time, but it feels really smooth. But overall, I'm happy with the consistency. I'm gonna go ahead and put my cling wrap on it and let it marinate and do its thing while I am doing my thing, trying to get this detangling session going. And then after shampooing, I'm gonna be back to apply this. Do you guys see my eye? This eye is a representation of how like traumatic this wash day has been so far. Oh my god. Have you guys ever gotten to a point where you're detangling and you're getting so angry and frustrated and fed up that you know that if you don't stop, you're about to do some damage that's gonna take like a year or more to come back from? I was at that point. So my hair, even though I just cleansed and detangled, is still pretty tangled because it was getting to that point where I was like, I'm about to start ripping some stuff. So I said it's in my hair's best interest and mine in the long term to just do as best I can in the shower and move on to my deep conditioner. When I tell you guys that so many people in those reviews on the website said the slip was phenomenal, I'm putting all my faith into this mask right now for the slip, because things have not been going well so far. I have let this sit for much longer than I intended. I think we're looking at like 5 hours or so. And again, this is not required. This is just me being extra and wanting it to be as potent as possible pretty much, and just letting it develop, since that's what you do with henna, and this has henna as a main component. But a lot of people just put the powder in, mix it up into whatever they're doing and going. This is just me being extra Ashley. But this is what things are looking like. So I'm going to first just, what I usually do for my deep conditioners is I just slather a bunch right here on the top of my hair, so that when I'm applying to one side, my crown is getting it while my hair is as fresh out the shower as possible. Since I'm low porosity, I feel that it's able to receive the product like best in those few minutes. It's got a few lumps in there, and again, that is because I did not mix it down as well as I should have in the beginning. When I added that water, I should have made sure that it was super smooth, but I was just so excited, y'all, that I just went in for it. So I'm gonna kind of like squish those little lumps as I'm applying it into my hair. I heard that this is also good for the health of your scalp. It can help with hair fall and shedding, and I'm not really having an issue with that, but it's always good to do a little preventative medicine as well. So I'm just gonna go in right where these puppies are and just, ooh, it's going on really smoothly. Y'all, when I tell y'all I am counting on this slip, so just like I always do, I'm going to pop a shower cap on the side I'm not working on so it won't dry out, and move on to the section that I am working on. This is one of my workout shirts, so I'm not too nervous about it getting messed up, but with something like this, it's probably good to wear a dark colored shirt or a shirt you don't really care about, just in case, because I don't know what the staining situation is like on clothing. So another reason I want to use this deep conditioner, I've used it so many times and I know how it performs by itself. So the Henna and Aloe mask will really be able to shine, because I will be able to see exactly how it possibly enhances that deep conditioner. And I definitely am noticing some additional slip. This product is slippy, but it's not usually this slippy, so I think this is definitely helping in that department, thank goodness. So I'm going to make sure to really get this on my roots. This is going on so smoothly, making sure to finger detangle so I can ensure that every strand is getting some of that goodness. And the fact that it's helping me to separate my hair, because y'all, it was at the point where even in the shower after detangling everything, I could barely separate my hair. Like, it's not a good day today. So it's already impressing me that it's able to do that, because that was not the case in the shower. So here in the front where I've got a lot of grays, gonna really make sure to adequately cover that. And even with me not smoothing the powder out as well as I could have in the beginning, it's going on so smoothly, which is making me happy, because I was like, oh man, did I mess up already? But all I'm doing is squeezing into my hair, and I feel those little lumps kind of like smoothing out and collapsing as I do that almost. Ooh, okay. this section is ridiculously tangled, and I'm kind of being able to go through it with relative ease compared to how things were earlier, you guys, before I started this. This is like night and day. It is rounding on midnight and I am finally about to take this off. I left this on with my hot head, as you can see, to kind of let the heat help things along a little bit. So I left it on for about 3 hours. So watch these things be white as snow still. Ooh, my hair feels really, really soft though. Ooh, feels really good. Even if I don't get the color payoff that I so desperately want, that's okay, because I also want these products to just increase the overall health of my hair. I just feel like my hair has been off for a while. Oh, wait a second. My hair feels so freaking good, y'all. Oh yeah, there's my little friend right here. You guys see that? Yeah, that's okay. My hair feels awesome. I really think this Henna and Aloe Power has totally taken that deep conditioner to a whole nother realm. Wow. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this deep conditioner out, do a little simple styling just with one product. Don't want to weigh my hair down too much right now so that it can dry quick since it is super late. My hair feels so smooth at the roots here, all rinsed out. I do see now that I'm in the camera a few little flecks here and there, but again, that is 100% because I did not smooth my mixture out enough in the first half of the video, which I will definitely do differently in the second, because the only thing that's going to be in that mix is the powder and water. I did notice less little pieces of breakage in the shower, so as time goes on, I'll see how my hair responds to this going forward. As far as the look of my hair, I think my curls do look a little bit tighter, which is always very welcome. I feel like before I got started with this wash day, some of my curls were looking very droopy and very like, who is elasticity? We don't know her. I'm very excited to see how my hair does with the mask next time when it's more like full force. It's like a month and some change since that first application of the Henna and Aloe mask. So I'm going to be doing part 2 of the video today, which is doing just a straight up just the Henna and Aloe mask with water. No conditioner mixed in, which means that it's supposed to be more potent, which is definitely what I'm looking for. A little bit concerned because I don't want it to be too watery and kind of like fall off my hair the moment that I apply it. That was one thing that I really enjoyed about mixing it with a conditioner. It had a nice base to adhere to, but this is just going to be henna and water. So I wanted to show you what the recommendation is as far as how much to use. It says on the back here, mix water and powder in quantities that will produce a pancake-like consistency in a sufficient volume to cover your strands from root to ends. I already know I'm going to need more, but I just wanted to show you guys like a size comparison. So it says that they recommend in most cases between 5 and 8 teaspoons of powder. You can also use, in addition to water as the liquid, you can use aloe vera juice or coconut milk. So it says that 5 to 8 teaspoons should be sufficient for most people. So I've got my little teaspoon here. And after I somehow detangle this very old, very tangled hair that still actually looks really good, I've added my 8 teaspoons of product here. So 8 of these bad boys in here. And just eyeballing it right now, it's a little bit hard for me to judge how much I might need for all of my hair. I think that once I start to add the water in there, I'll get a better understanding, but I already know from looking at this that I am going to need more than what's here. Straight off the bat, this is a lot easier to mix for me than mixing it with a conditioner, probably because the conditioner on its own that I use is kind of thick and gloppy, but in a good way. So I just found that I was like mixing and mixing and mixing. It was still a little bit lumpy. But this, on the other hand, that was so appealing, right? This is much smoother, and I've got a good amount of product. The water before was like maybe to here, so I've added a good amount of it. So I think that this will cover, as it is right now, a good amount of hair, but I don't think it's gonna fully saturate. So I think that I'm gonna add maybe 2 more teaspoons of product, a little bit more water, not too much because it's already got a pretty loose consistency, and as I mentioned, I don't want to be too loosey-goosey with it and it just slide right off my hair. I want it to like adhere and really get in there. That was one of my worst detangling sessions in a long time, maybe of the entire year. It was not pleasant. It hurt so freaking bad. It took forever. My fingers are just now starting to de-prune. So I've got a lot riding on this henna session to restore my hair. I had a lot more breakage than I was comfortable with. So we're in recovery mode for sure right now. So I've been letting my henna mixture just kind of chill and hang out covered. Ooh, a smells very like fresh, like the lawn's being mowed. It just hit me right there. All that nutrient goodness just came out of here. But I've been letting it sit in here covered so it wouldn't dry out, and I've left it for maybe about 4 hours or so, just to try to let the dye release a little bit, let all that good stuff get to know each other in here when mixed with the water. So I'm going to be sleeping in this mixture because it is about 1 in the morning right now. So I'm very excited that I'm going to be letting it just chill out on my hair for a good long while. Really excited to rinse it out tomorrow and see what we're working with. I know a lot of people use gloves with all types of henna so their hands and fingers don't stain, and it's been so long because I filmed the first part of this video that I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm just gonna go in with my bare hands. I feel like that's the way I can really feel my hair, really make sure I'm coating every single square millimeter. I definitely feel like it has less lumps than the first time that I applied it to my hair, so that's good. Loving that. I had a suspicion that that would happen based on how smooth the mixture was this time around when I was mixing it. I'm hoping that this will also just be my deep conditioner, that once I rinse this out, I'll be able to just move on to styling. Good amount of the reviews that I read online for this product on their website said that people use this as their deep conditioner, the one just mixed with water. I've used another brand's henna in the past and it felt very chalky and tacky going on in my hair, and this is such a pleasant experience compared to that. But that's what it's looking like so far. The hair feels really, really good. This is how much I have left so far. I should have used so much more. Oh my gosh. I'm saying that now, but maybe it'll all work out in the end. So I'm mixing up a little bit more because I'm definitely not going to have enough for this section of my hair. Now, of course, this batch that I'm whipping up real quick isn't going to have that nice, lovely 4 hours or however long to release and everything, but I'm hoping that with it being on my hair for probably 8 hours or so until I rinse it out, hopefully that'll still help it do a little something to this section of my hair. And of course, this one is not as smooth either, but the name of the game right here is just trying to get it on this last section because it's a pretty big section. But as far as the rest of my hair, I think it's covered pretty decently. It's not as saturated as I thought it would be. This section right here, front section, this is how things are looking right now. I was thinking that with the amount I had, like, it would be to the point where my hair basically looked this color because I had so much of the product on my hair, but I definitely need to like double the mixture next time. But my hair feels so soft and so like almost silky at the roots here, which for me is not a regular thing, and it just feels really awesome all the way down to the ends, which I desperately need after that horrible detangling session. So I'm going to mix this emergency batch a little bit more to get it a bit smoother, apply it onto this last section of hair, go to bed, and hope for the best tomorrow. So it has been quite a while. The henna has had a lot of time to just hang out, do its thing on my hair. I would say it's been maybe, I don't know, 10 hours. And my fingers did get stained this time, my fingernails. And I'm actually excited about that because that gives me like some inkling that maybe I have a little bit of color change as well. Won't be able to really tell until I rinse it out. I don't see my like telltale like white hairs, but again, that might be just because my hair is covered with this stuff right now. My hair feels really nice, feels very slippery. I ended up using that emergency batch that I made, and I was able to cover the rest of my hair on this side, and I also slathered it on the other side of my head too to try to get things a little more saturated, since I made a good amount of that emergency batch that I could do that, so that worked out well. Curl definition. So we're gonna rinse this henna and aloe mask out and then see what we're working with. can see, I ended up reaching for this conditioner, this random conditioner by L'Oreal, to help me to remove some of the henna, because on its own it was rinsing out pretty good, but I could still feel little tiny like particles in there. But a lot of people use cheapy rinse out conditioners to help remove the henna from their hair in the shower, and this worked like a charm. The creaminess of the product really helped to attach to the particles and help me to move them through my hair and rinse out better. There is a section in the back here, because of course the Care Life, that I still have some henna right here, as you can see. Probably apply it to all over my head. Actually, I was just gonna do this section, but I might as well go back in on this section as well. But I was impressed with how well it was doing with being removed just with water. And because my hair is so thick, so dense, and so coarse, oh yeah, I need to go back in here on this section too, you see. When I remove the twist, I'll show you guys what things are looking like in the sun. So I just did my twist out from wash day. It's been 3 days and my hair is still damp at the roots somehow, some way, and I ended up using the Annabelle's Perfect Blend Ayurvedic hair cream as my one and done. And I didn't want to add anything too heavy under my hair. I wanted to ironically help it to dry quicker by only using one product. Even though my hair is still a little bit damp, it feels really good. Moment of truth for my grays. I hope you guys can see, because I can't look down and look up while showing you guys, but so my grays are still picking up pretty white on camera, but in person they have like a golden tint to them, so they're not as bright white contrasted against my hair. And I asked my best friend to make sure I wasn't going crazy, so you can kind of sort of see it here. It's still very, very light, but it has a slight golden tint to it, so it doesn't just look like stark white. And also right here where I have a few grays, they're still picking up pretty white, but in person they also have more of a grayish tint, and overall looking from far away they don't stand out as much. I think that slight golden hue helps it to blend in a little bit more instead of standing out so much against my hair. You might see a little some here and there. I notice it more so at my temples here. In the summertime, my hair can get a little bit kind of reddish naturally, and also because that's where a big chunk of my gray is. So any color payoff that I do have is gonna show up a little bit more so there as well. But overall, my hair color is about the same, and I noticed that little bit of slight change with my grays leaning more towards the golden side of things. I also could have rinsed my hair for another like 10 or 15 minutes, because I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, because I've been like knocking it away as I see it, but I still have little bits of henna, those little dots right here. But as far as how my hair feels, that's where I think the Henna and Aloe Mask shines for me. My hair feels a lot stronger than it did during this second application. I noticed that I didn't have nearly as many little broken pieces. I maybe had 2 or 3 at most, whereas I totally lost count during my first half of my wash day before I applied the product. My hair is shinier than usual. The cuticle feels like it's a little bit smoother also. So per the description, it says our nutrient dense henna and aloe mask is bursting with concentrated bioactive ingredients that provide each strand of hair with optimal conditions for hair growth and length retention. The synergistic effect of our carefully selected herbs result in an abundance of undiluted vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that provide intense strength and definition from the very first application. I would say that using it the second way without adding it to a conditioner, I actually prefer. As far as the differences between these two products, the Pro Strength powder is just straight up henna, whereas the Henna and Aloe Mask has henna as the first ingredient, aloe vera leaf powder, Fenugreek powder, which is one of my favorites, and slippery elm powder. So very simple ingredient list, which is why it lends itself so well to being mixed into pretty much anything you can think of. So I am very happy with my first foray into the Curly Proverbz range. It gave me a little bit of subtle change on my grays, which I wish was showing more in this video, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what additional health benefits this has for my hair, and I can't wait to see what the Pro Strength has in store for me as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this first deep dive into Curly Proverbz. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. That helps out my channel big time, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so as well. That would be awesome. I'd love to have you. Major thanks also to Ana Luisa. I definitely recommend checking them out. They make beautiful pieces that are also beautiful for the planet as well. Huge on sustainability. Pieces start at $39. Make sure to click the link in the description box to check out their website, and also use that code AshkinsCurls10 to get a 10% discount on your total purchase. Remember that I upload new videos every Friday, so I will see you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.